Hello friends, today we are going to discuss about the first Java program with example. So in this video we will cover that, and before this we have already discussed about a feature of Java and its introduction. So what Java actually is it? I'm just rolling back already little things here. Java is a programming language which is very significant to understand because it is very helpful to interact with a machine in modern time. Alright. So what is here? The prerequisite, we have to check 2 points, and we have to must understand the 2 points is there. Understand its implementation and execution environment, and the second one is Java mandatory and syntax. So because you are a fresher and the newer on about the Java, so it will be very useful and very easy understandable to understand these 2 points before going to completions of Java programming. Alright, what is implementation execution environment? First of all, we will discuss it. Okay, so with the help of diagram, I'm trying to make you clear. This is a human language, that means this is users. Just take a support as a example. You are here, and this is a computer, a machine. Alright, if you want to interact with a machine directly, is possible? Definitely is not possible, because machine cannot understand human language except 0 or 1. It is the electrical impulse which creates so many logic gates, and computer memorize and manipulate all the information those which has assigned by human or users. Alright, so Java is a programming language and it is written in human language. So how human language interact with a machine? So there is a intermediate mechanisms which has been created, which has been developed for both human and machine interaction. Alright, so if you are trying to say something to machine, it is not possible, but with the help of converter it is possible. Alright, then converter convert those all high level language, that means Java language, into intermediate code, and this code are converted into machine code whereby machine can easily understand. So this mechanism is called platform. Alright, this is a platform that could be anything like a JDK, Eclipse, etc. So you must have to install this platform in your computer. With the help of this platform, you can easily interact with a machine with the help of programming language like Java, C, C++, Python, etc. Alright, so you must have to install the environment, that means execution environment. This is called execution environment, where all the codes will be execute here. Like a human language will convert in an intermediate code, and this intermediate code will convert in a machine code where machine can easily understand. The second point is Java mandatory and syntax. About the mandatory we will discuss in the later program. In this video, must have to understand first syntax. Syntax is nothing but a set of rule. You know, the rule is those where if we will trying to write something without rule, it will be flag a error. Like in English translation, when we are going to make a sentence, there must be a rule to define all the sentence properly. Okay, so these 2 points is very compulsory to understand. So if you want to install the execution environment like JDK, Java Development Kit, you must have to go through with this link. If you want to install Eclipse for Java, you must have to go through this link. If you have an old laptop, old version of laptop, old configuration of laptop, you must have to download AIDE for mobile. If you're trying to create a environment for Java, you must have to AIDE use in a mobile phone in a Play Store, whereby you can easily understand or create a codes in Java. If you want to go through online, you don't want to install the Java in your system, but you want to understand the codes, you want to execute the code, you must have to go through online. Okay, this is the link whereby you can easily accessible. All right, so now come to the point. It's mandatory things, those have discussed before. Before the creation of Java program, there is some mandatory things must have to cover it. Like what? Create the unique class name. Class name is a identification. With the help of this, compiler understand what actually the block of code is related to. Okay, like your name is very unique in class with the help of roll number. Okay, must have to create the class body. It is like a container, and it is the good example of implement encapsulation. This is the feature of Java. I have already discussed before in feature of Java classes. Okay, create main bodies. It is these all things are mandatory, but create main body is the execution point. Java will understand when you will create a main body, we must have to start the execution from main points. All right, after the completions of implementation all the codes, save as set by rule. Those file where you have already written the codes, those file must have to save with the set by rule. What is the rule we will discuss later when we are going to create a file. Compile those saved file. All right, those file you have already saved, and then run. So with the help of example, we will understand what we have a point on the front of mind. Okay, so before start the implementation of code, we must have to create a class. Class is a keyword. Those already have been saved in a JDK or Java runtime environment. This is a reserved keyword by Java compiler. That means a Java JDK, Java development kit. So many classes there are, so many classes are available, have been already implemented by a company. This classes are very helpful while when you are going to write a code. Okay, so class is a keyword. It is the identification, and we must have to put the unique name. It will be like in a camel case, ABC, anything. Okay, so I am going to save this file XYZ. Okay, this is the class name, this is a class name, and this is the identification that easily indicate that this is the class. All right, we must create a class body. It will be in open and close brace. The second one is all the codes will be available in the class body. It will be in a one line, it will be in a millions of line, but we must have to put the all codes in a class body. It's a mandatory things. If any statement out of a scope, that means out of class, the error will flag there. All right, so we must have to create a main method, static and void main. This is a mandatory things. Might be we will discuss in later classes when you will be very senior and be very understandable in a Java, because you are a fresher. So these all things are very mandatory that have to follow to create any Java program. All right, just I'm going to make you clear here some points. Public, that means a access specifier. With the help of public, this main method will be public, all will access it. Okay, a static is a keyword, it is a reserved word which is used that it's not belong to any classes. It will be called without the help of object. All right, and in the static method we will discuss in a later classes and later videos. Okay, void, that means no return type. Also we will discuss later about it. Main means the name of this method. This method has a parameter stringers, and the name of this method is main. This is the execution point which compiler or converter understand. We have to start the execution from here. All right, system.out.println have to print hello world. All right, what you have to print you must have to put between these two codes. Okay, anything will be written out of this code will be flag error. So this is a mandatory thing. System is a class and out is an object of this class, and print ln is the name of that method, or ln is here a new line for. Okay, if you are not going to take this ln, it will not flag any error. Okay, so I'm just taking, no issue. So this is the program. All right, so now we are just going to compile it and we will see what will happen. So must have to understand what will be the output. So before it, you must have to open the notepad here and just copy this code, paste here. All right, now all things are available. Open and close brass, main method is there, open and close main methods. Okay, so you must have to save this file with what? We must have to save this file with the name of class. What is the name of class? xyz. Okay, dot java is the extension whereby compiler easily identify this is my file. All right, this is the extension. We must have to put extension, otherwise it will generate an error. Just hit on all file and locate where you have installed JDK. All right, I have already located in a D drive with the help of, with the name of Java folder. Just save it. Okay, now open your CMD. Okay, so my current location is in D drive, Java folder. All right, so we must have to compile it first. For compilation, there is a key javac already installed in JDK, and what we have to compile, because you have already write your code in a human language, and this human language must have to convert in a machine, intermediate code or any code whereby machine can understand. So you must have to convert those files you have already saved. So you have already saved those files with the name of xyz.java, because .java is the extension. All right, so you must have to hit the enter. You'll see xyz is not found. Let me see what happened. Okay, javac xyz dot java, there was miss words is there. Okay, now you see xyz has been already compiled. There is no any error generated. So right now I'm just going to run this program with the help of Java. This is a key, and what is the file name? xyz. So you can see hello world is already printed here. Okay, this program has been complete. So this was your first program that you have understand. So in this video, what we have covered we have covered a first program and mandatory and syntax and implementation execution environment. Okay, so just like my videos, it has already complete, and subscribe my channel. In a future, so many videos will be uploaded step by step. And if you have any issue, if you have any questions regarding this, you must have to put the comment in my comment box, and like my videos, subscribe the channel. Okay, have a nice day.